this is what I'm gonna say. I've been in over 30,000 households, right? And I can kind of tell who has it, who hasn't. They'll show you, right? And even you can tell who has it, who doesn't, right? I'm in all the corners, the closets, you know what I mean, everywhere. So if you got them, it's probably a good chance that I'll know because the person will tell you, hey, look over there, you know, whatever, whatever. And a lot of dudes will just show you. And like I could definitely say about Jersey, just the tri-state area. I worked here in New York, whatever, whatever. And it's different. And anywhere you go, like any of the ranges that I go to, any of the gun shops that I go to, it's like
they like them like pet dogs.
Not us, not us. That's all I'm saying. And they take it seriously. I'm not listen because you and me, we different, right? But the average dude like us, they don't have it. I'm telling you, most of my homies do not have it.
See, Sean is thinking about the hood. Like, Sean, like I'm in LA, Sean. I know what you're talking about, Sean.
Yeah,
I know I'm right here. I'm in South Central. I get what you're thinking. It's different in the middle of America.
They got it like that, yo.
Bro, y'all know most white dudes are average nerds, bro. Y'all know that? I think we make them sound like they spectacular. A bunch of them are average nerds. Not I'm just saying, like, I get what you're saying. A lot of them are just very average people who live very average lives who don't have an ounce of aggression in them. Like, literally. I know a lot of us are like that too. But sometimes we make them sound like they some spectacular group of people with superhuman knowledge and things like that.
All I said is they got work on motherfuckers. That's all I said.
So not only is he right,
I work with him in Missouri. I work with him in Arkansas.
Not only are you right, Sean, that's why they'll want to force multiply against you because they know in a fight they're going to get dominated, right? So they are nerds.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Yeah, so that's why I'm just looking at it like people in the damn chat calling me soft. I want y'all to look at it from the reasoning of the person that has the ability to air out the whole dot. Don't want to air out the whole dot. I'm just saying that I expect that. You know what I mean? But look at the person who's showing restraint as the person who could do the most damage. And I just don't want to do that. I want to go home at the end of the day and see my kids, not call my wife to say that, can you drop me a quick $250K for bail because I made a stupid mistake trying to help this co-captain. But it's okay. It's okay.
But that chair, right? That chair could be considered a deadly weapon because by most states, anything, right, that's not your hands could be considered a weapon. And can you technically kill somebody with that chair if you hit him enough? Yeah. So he could actually still be charged for assault with a deadly weapon.
Yep.
And if someone were to try to retaliate, they could say that's considered a deadly weapon. I don't know what the material was, but if he would have hit it in the head enough times,
it was a soft one. It wasn't a metal. It was one of those soft plastic ones.
Hold on. Now this is a good discussion for what's going to go down in court. Do we know that he was able to discern that it was a soft plastic chair while he was? They would. That's what I'm saying, man. They're going to lambaste him in court if that goes, the wrong way. I just don't want to see that happen.
All right, let me get Sir Hale, and I know you wanted to say something. Go ahead, Sir Hale.
No. So I'm going to say this, and I'm going to put it out there. Black people are expected to show restraint in every situation, no matter what it is. If we get into a fight, we have to show extreme restraint. And while I think that that's a fair point to make, if we want to avoid this, don't start a fight. That's like, I think if we switch and we pivot to, what the black people should have done, and which is a very fair point, honestly, very fair point. That takes it off of the person who instigated the fight. So here's what I say. If we want to make sure we don't have these problems, make sure you keep your hands to yourself, because once this happens, you can't control what happens next. So that I want to put that out there, because again, we expect black people to have the level of restraint that I don't think we impose on other people. So that's I just wanted to add that my 2 cents on that.
No, I not only do I 100% agree with you, what I'm more so alluding to is the fact that, when we give an inch, everybody's going to take a mile. I look at it more so like I'm trying to protect the integrity of the co-captain. Like, you can stand in front of the co-captain as a blockade. And I think Sean Antonio was right. That first guy was trying to break it up. You see what I'm saying? So I'm doing. You already know what it really is. It's that it's a you can't dominate me type of complex. That's all it is.
And you saw how he approached the captain. I agree with that. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I just want them to be like, oh, it's not going down. I've seen that happen tons of times. It's usually like, dads at a basketball breaking up a fight. I wish one of y'all little dudes would punch, like swing. Like, you see what I'm saying? So you're not going to swing back, but it's like, no, we're here now. You can chill. Throw a punch. We're going to wreck you. You don't always have to take it to the point of picking up the chair. And that's the point where I feel like it's not restraint to the point of being docile or being subservient or whatever. It's the point of saying that's actually how I believe you show dominance. I can show control that way. And I just, that's what I'm saying. If one person go to jail from this, from the side that was defending, I'm going to be upset. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
I think the important thing to consider is that while we're while we need to be conscious of restraint, is because historically the consequences are greater in most cases. So you have to be careful because you're not going to get the same type of lenience.
Mm-hmm. And you're right,
we're not a majority. It's we're 13% of the country. 1-3. Not 2-3, not 3-3, not 4-3. 1-3% of the country. So you got to be, and this is what this is what I want. Where do we go from here? See, now that we've seen this video, we're laughing about it. It's all over Facebook laugh and all over Instagram laugh and Twitter is laughing. Oh, look at us. We, come together. Now what? See, what's going to happen next weekend? Is this going to embolden?
You already
know. Is this going to embolden certain people to act with a sense of bravado that they may not?
3,000 white people are getting slapped next weekend on the beat. I guarantee it.
Run up, get done up. Run up, get done up.
You already know what's going to happen from it. That's why I'm saying it's like there are some people who will skew the message and take it to the extreme. People getting slapped left and right next week.
I just hope that doesn't happen, Trigger Mike.
Absolutely.
It's absolutely gonna happen.
I feel like
literally somebody asks you, somebody trying to tell you you're tired. What you trying to say to me, white man? Slap. You already know. People take stuff too far.
But let me ask you guys this question real quick. Do you guys think that? So I think the fact that there are white people who are being very vocal about this, to me, it shows that times are a little different, where in this situation, it wasn't just black versus right. This one was what Shan said earlier, was right versus wrong. I think that there's a lot more people who are conscious and who are willing to say, hey, bro, you were wrong for what you did, and you deserve everything that came your way. You see what I'm saying? So, and this is why I hope that this doesn't just become a black versus white thing. Because if we do, then I think we isolate people who want to be a part of not only black people getting the respect that they deserve, but in the greater fight of good versus bad.
Yeah,
I think it's almost unavoidable to not make it a black or white thing, because people who weren't part of the immediate situation just defaulted to color when the brawl happened. It wasn't one black person hitting another black person. It wasn't one white person hitting another white person. It was straight up racial, because it was people who weren't even in it that were a part of the initial event that just said, oh, they saw what was happening and they already knew what team they was part of.
But I know Hank may have been joking, but he made a great point. This is Alabama versus Georgia. Have y'all seen the fights at these games? Have y'all seen them? You ever seen a Bears versus Packers fight? It's really the same premise. I mean, it sounds kind of crazy, but it's absolutely the same premise.
Nah, bro, you got to see the Eagles versus anybody. The Eagles fans versus anybody is the worst thing.
Don't say nothing about the Eagles, bro. I hope you ain't a Cowboys fan.
It just happens that race was the component on one side and the other, but I mean, it could be the same premise.